Good morning, everyone. Thanks for joining me for another boardroom here on Epic Surf News. I'm here today with Mason O'Toole. Mason's a local grom from the Oceanside Harbor that I end up surfing with, and him and his dad, Mark. And Mason's also been on the show way back, I think 2016 or 2017. Interview at Hurley Pro down on the rocks at Lower, so that was pretty fun. That was an exciting event. Waves were on. So how you doing, Mason?
I'm doing good. Been surfing a lot, and yeah.
Right on. And you've been surfing the local spot, or you've been mixing it up?
Mostly North Jetty, and
Yeah.
a few times at the pier.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So I got to admit, I'm a creature of habit. How's the pier been? Is it been good? Has it been crowded?
Very crowded.
Okay. Yeah. Different crew down there.
Yeah.
Speaking of surfing the pier and surfing the harbor, what kind of gear are you using lately? Are you using thruster, quads? What are you surfing?
5.9 thruster.
Okay, 5.9 thruster. And is there a favorite one you're surfing? Like who shaped it?
Michael Barron.
Okay.
Barron Surfboards.
Yeah, right on. Okay, so how long have you had this board for?
I think since December last year.
So you're getting used to it.
Yeah.
Right on. I'm surfing. I'll have to admit, I've been surfing a mid-length a lot lately. So things like a 7.4, and my favorite board's a quad. I have that's a 6.2. Also, kind of a wave catcher, I guess. But I took it to my shapers and kind of leaving it there so he can kind of create a new one based on the template. They're never the same exactly, but I figured just give it up. It was a little hard to give it up because like your favorite board, every time you go out, you know exactly what you're going to be able to do with it. You have that board handy, or is it in the closet? Or
It's right here, yeah.
Oh yeah, let's check it out. Show me the tail. Maybe throw the tail on the screen.
So, right here, like.
Nice. Okay, so you got kind of a nice blocky tail too. It looks like.
Yeah.
Yeah, right on. Oh, okay. Nice.
Logo.
Sick.
Got the fins. I know they're mediums.
Oh yeah. Oh, okay. So yeah, you surfing medium fins, and I've been surfing medium fins too, and I think maybe I should just try some bigger fins just to see. I think I have a pair of Johns that are they're big mediums, it seems like. But yeah, I kind of go with that big tail block too. How's that work for you?
It works good at North Jetty.
Like on the tail, like you prefer a thicker tail block?
Yeah.
Yeah. For me, I think it's stability, or like coming down from floaters or anything. It seems to go nice. And that's epoxy, that board?
Not that one.
Not that one. Oh, okay. Wow. I've been strictly epoxy for a minute.
I have another board that's an epoxy. Yeah.
Do you? And who's that one shaped by?
Firewire.
Oh, Firewire. Okay, man, those are pretty cool boards, man. Firewires. I haven't. Well, actually, I have one right now. I have a Rob Machado Moonbeam in my quiver, and also a big board. That has a whole story behind how I came into that board. But yeah, I've tried a couple Firewires, and they're definitely different. They feel different than other boards for quite a few reasons. So check this out, man. There's been a lot of wave pool news going on. We just had the Rumble at the Ranch. Who were you rooting for anybody in that one?
No, I was rooting for Kanoa.
Oh, Kanoa. Oh, wow. Okay. So, yeah, Kanoa, man, he went so big at the end.
Mm-hmm.
And I wanted him to almost go not as big, just so he could, make it a little tighter on that heat.
Yeah.
I chose, before that started, I chose Kelly Slater and Sage, and then Souza and Marks were kind of like I gave myself a little room for error. I think I actually picked half the teams, and then I had to like get rid of some of those. So of course, I didn't do very well at guessing that one. Kyan, who's been on the show before too, he picked he picked Griffin and Lakey, and then Souza and Marks as well. So he didn't come up either, man. It was cool to watch. I got to admit, I think it was probably my favorite wave pool contest I've ever watched. How about yourself?
Yeah, that one was it was interesting to watch, especially with what's going on. And that's like the first contest since the outbreak.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was interesting and fun.
Yeah, I think, which I hear a lot online as well, but I think like the amount of competitors on the CT, and then if you put men and women, that when you're watching the traditional format, it just is long. I mean, it was hard, lay days. It was really hard to kind of like stay in the mode, and you're almost like asking somebody else, like, oh, did so-and-so win? Because maybe it's been half a day or a day since you poked at it. So yeah, I kind of dug that. It'd be nice to see him do something on a shorter format, less competitors or quicker elimination or things like that. But yeah, that was pretty cool, and it looks like they beefed up that wave a little bit.
Oh yeah.
Have you surfed any wave pools?
No, I've been meaning to go to Waco, but I haven't been yet.
Yeah, I've been talking about doing Waco for probably about a year and a half, and I just haven't made it either. Of course, all this stuff going on right now is just not making that easier, So, so the Kamp Wave pool, Oceanside, man. Have you driven by the 76 lately?
Not lately.
Okay, so I cruised right by that thing on the way to the harbor, and for everything leading up to the lockdown, I mean, there was trucks there just constantly because it's over by the skate park, right? So, I mean, there's just trucks of dirt going in and out of that place and just all kinds of activity. And then the Rona hit. They locked everything down, right? And then it kept going. So I kept driving by going, okay, all right, that's good. And then a couple weeks later, they were still going. It slowed down. And I was like, oh, man. And then I'd say probably about a month after the Rona, the truck stopped. And I haven't really seen any activity going on. I was there a few days ago, and, I think there was a couple almost like security trucks maybe hanging out front. But there's just weeds everywhere. And so, yeah, that was a little depressing right there. I mean, were you excited for that thing or what?
Let's see. Some of my coaches on the Oceanside Board Riders Club said that if they had one that we could possibly get practices in there and stuff. But I feel like the downside would be a bunch of people coming to Oceanside and it just make it super crowded.
Yeah. Yeah, I heard a lot of that too. That was very promising talk in terms of supporting the community. It's funny because I had put out a couple of videos way back when they were just kind of talking about it. And I was kind of fighting for the people of hook up the locals and make sure they kind of work with the community. And so I heard him do a podcast with the boardroom, and he talked about all that. It kind of addressed all that, which sounded killer for everybody. Even local discount. That's what I wanted, because I'm like, man, I don't want to be outpriced in my own neighborhood, right? So it seemed like they were coming to the table promising all that stuff. So that part was exciting. The crowded part, yeah, I mean, definitely, there's a lot of cool things. The skate park is right there. Shaper's Alley. You can visit any kind of shaper right up in that little area. A bunch of good surf spots. At the same time, I mean, I have a feeling those days are over of, not being as crowded, because there's a lot of people that come to Oceanside. I mean, San Clemente's hanging out all the time. Yeah. Shout out to San Clemente. Yo, be cool, Orange County, man. Come down, bring you good vibes when you come down. So yeah, there's a lot of rippers coming down from there. I see squads of Groms, like 10, 15 Groms that come down. So anyways, that's all good fun, man. So hopefully I'm going to try to peek into it, see what's going on, see if I can come up with more information about what they're doing. Hopefully it's a short-term delay. I want to try it, man. It's just, I could definitely use some practice on a consistent wave. I mean, I need some wave to make me look good. The waves got to be perfect. So the last wave pool thing is the Surf Lakes, which is that Australian plunger. How's that thing look?
I want to ride that wave.
Yeah, I mean, it must be just awesome being in the water with that plunger, even if it's over a football field away or two, but that must just look crazy, like in person, right?
Yeah, that wave looks super fun. I watched a video on it like a week or two ago, and it just looks like I want to ride that wave more than Waco.
Yeah, I would say I agree, especially like you said. I think I saw a couple weeks ago. Yeah, they had some bodyboarding, they had some shortboarding, and they even had a longboard looking wave. I would say, yeah, better than Waco, but I think it's more exclusive. I mean, I think you just have to be like on the invite list at this point over there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess it sounds pretty expensive to run or something like that. But yeah, so I guess they were saying they reshaped the reefs. They got their own little reefs in different sections in different areas and made the wave bigger, made the wave longer. That would be like a cool job, Right. I don't know what kind of expertise you would need to, get into, what type of science, but yeah, that would be pretty cool, because you almost think that, you could see something being more ocean science, but then you can almost see somebody who's got like contractor construction skills of just building big dirt ramps and almost like a moto track, right? But under the pool. So I am going to open up. I got a couple wetsuits. Actually, I got a couple things here. So I just ordered some wetsuits from Quicksilver. Who do you, what wetsuits do you use? You use Rip Curl or what?
There's this like local shop called Volt, and they hook up my high school surf team a lot, like every year. And so I use them. They're based on Coast Highway.
Okay, cool. Volt. Yeah. So who's at the high school? Who's the coach?
Chris Abad.
Oh, Chris. So he's also the Board Riders Club too, right? Oh, okay. See, so there you go, man. Shout outs. I think I see him jogging on the beach. I'll be going to surfing. He'll have 2 or 3 Groms jogging, doing laps back and forth. It's super cool to see it. And then at the same time, I'm like, man, he's making all these little Groms strong, dude. That makes me, I have to work. to try to, keep my position in the lineup. Man, kids are surfing good, man. I see you were surfing good too. There was, you were in a contest. Was it it was terrible waves, man. Surf for the Sea, I think last year or something. I had terrible waves. I think I got a couple of waves that I was really far out. I wasn't zoomed in very well, but there was one wave you got that I didn't get it on film. I wish I had. And I mean, you went right up in the pocket, just full layback. I mean, your body was all the way, pretty much upside down. And you kind of almost pulled it off. But yeah, I wish I would have got that one. That was a sick wave.
Yeah, that event was I did really good in my first heat, and then I completely tanked in my second heat.
Yeah, it was
It was weird conditions.
Dude, that was brutal. I mean, I came in feeling good to the comp. Like, you know, before the comp, I was in shape or just mentally felt good. My quiver, my board, I was like, okay, I'm gonna hammer today. And they put me in the heat with some pretty good guys, of course, but the waves were just terrible. I mean, it was just kind of hit and miss. So, unfortunately, they canceled this year Surf of the Sea. If you haven't heard of Surf of the Sea, it's over at the Oceanside Harbor. They try to do it annually unless there's a major pandemic or something. But so they canceled it. They said they're going to put it on next year again. And they clean up the beach, and they do some cool things for the community. It's a community-based competition, and just really good vibes over there. Was that your first time doing that comp, or have you done it before?
I've done it before. One year I made the final, and yeah, okay. I've done it. I think that was like my 4th time.
Okay, right on, man. Aside from everything being canceled, have you been competing in last couple of years in terms of like any of the other circuits, WSA or anything like that? Yeah. How's that been going?
It's good. I qualified for Prime last year. Prime is hard.
Yeah. Gosh.
The best juniors on the West Coast, and finished top 10 this year before they canceled the rest of the year. So we'll see if I make Prime again. But yeah.
Congratulations on that. The competition, the circuits are all just, everybody's just good. I mean, I did a little bit of the club, Oceanside Longboard Club, trying to sneak in shortboard division just to try to get a break. And I got to tell you, the competition's, you know, stiff in there too. It's like pretty much everywhere, Southern California. The level of surfing is way up there. So ranking, doing that good in the season, I mean, does that get you hookups? Does that get you deals, get you stickers on the board, or is you just got to keep hustling to, you know, hope for that day? How's that work?
Keep hustling.
Keep hustling. Yeah. Nice. Speaking about hustle, man, I was done with my surf session, walking back to the car, and I saw you getting your hustle on. You're working surf lessons at the harbor. Yeah. Right on. So how long you been doing that for?
This is my first year teaching kids how to surf.
Wow, and, that's cool.
Went from mid-June to mid-August.
June to mid-August. Okay, so like a summer gig. That's pretty cool. And so it's a paid gig, right? You get paid or what?
Yeah.
Nice. So you save it up for school or surfboard, or what are you gonna do with all the big bucks that you're making?
Save it.
Save it. Nice, man. Yeah. What's that?
I'm not a big spender.
Oh, good. Yeah. Dude, I think spending, that is that's a weak point, even for myself. So saving is a good thing, and keeping it modest on the daily is probably the best thing anyways. My older kids, they're done with college now, but they saved money, worked, saved money, holiday money, wherever they came across it, and man, they saved a bunch of money, which goes quick if you're going to college. But then you're happy because you're like, man, you got an extra 5 G's, 10 G's, 15 G's, whatever it ends up being by the time you decide to go to college or do something. Yeah. If your dad kicks you out of the house, you know what I mean, at 18. I got your pops the other day surfing at the harbor. He scored a couple waves.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was putting it down. I mean, he actually got a bunch of good waves too. It's always hard to get the best waves that people get when you're out there. It seems like you're looking the wrong way or doing something. So he was definitely ripping that day, and those were just like a couple waves that I happened to get in my camera, which I was stoked to get. But yeah, I wish I would have got a couple other ones. So check it out, bro. We're gonna play a game of yay or nay. I'm going to throw out the word. You tell me yay or nay, and then tell me, what why that is. Ice bath.
Nah.
Yeah, you're over it.
No ice bath.
No ice bath. I've seen them. I admit I'll watch people do it, but I haven't done it. I think at my age, my body aches a little bit. I could see wanting to try something like that, but gosh, that looks brutal.
I wouldn't do it.
Have you had any injuries, surfing injuries? No, good, man.
Luckily.
Yeah, I haven't had a whole lot up until lately, but yeah, RC surfers. Yay or nay? You know what those are? Those remote control surfers?
Oh, yeah. I'm going to say yay.
Yeah, me too. I don't have one, but I think same thing like the wave pool. It's on my list of like surf things that I really want.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really make a plan to make it happen, I guess, but I definitely want an RC surfer on my quiver.
I can snake a tourist on that.
Yeah. I know. Speaking about that, so you're helping everybody surfing. So I saw you. It's not just teaching how to surf, man. You're actually like heavy lifting soft tops back and forth to the truck.
Yeah.
Nice. I'm gonna try to get the RC surfer and go out there and snake your students, man. TikTok, yay or nay? Yeah, what's up with that? So all you older surfers out there, man, you don't know what's up. I don't even know what's up. I mean, TikTok, I've seen a little bit. So you're on TikTok. You bust out some TikToks, or are you just more of a watcher?
I watch most of the time. Every now and then I'll make a surf edit and I'll post it on TikTok. But
okay, nice. Why? So what? I mean, TikTok's a trip. I mean, it's kind of funny. I saw some cool stuff on there, but I mean, the new school on there just because the old school's not on there? They're just trying to find someplace different, or I mean, like what makes it like better than, let's say, Instagram?
It's just funny, I guess.
Yeah, right on. Yeah, it is pretty funny.
The content.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's like just all kinds of regular people just doing stuff, which makes it kind of cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think on Instagram, yeah, you probably get more bogged down with like selfies and different things like that. You're not sure what's going to pop up.
Yeah.
But yeah, TikTok's just like people put their idea and just threw it down. Boom. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Grumpy surfers. Yay or nay?
I'm gonna have to go yay.
Yeah, you want grumpy surfers.
It's funny.
Yeah, actually, it is kind of funny, huh? Because you can trip out. Like, as long as like you're not in the mix of the grumpiness, right? Like, I think I was out, a week or so ago, and a couple of guys were barking at each other. Actually, over at the jetty right there.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't quite make it. I was over at middle, so I couldn't quite make what they were saying. But it was just like after like 2 or 3 times back and forth, it was just hilarious. Just kind of hearing the tone and.
Yeah.
Leashes.
Yay.
Yay. I'm a yay as well, man. But you're younger than me, so you see what's going on out there. Why are some people not into them, and why are you into them?
I'm into them because I always find a way to lose my board.
Yeah, me too.
I'll forget that I'm not wearing a leash. And I'll end up like kicking my board out and then on accident and then having to swim in because I forgot.
Yeah, I think for me as well. Or I think I can kind of go for a move and maybe go for half the move, not have to pull it off. And if my board goes flipping out, then I don't have to swim. I'm less of a water polo player. You know what I mean? I'm more of a surfer, so I don't really want to go swim and do laps while I look behind me and watch 3 of my buddies scoring bombs. So I'd rather just grab my board, turn around, duck dive quick, and then just try to get back out the back as fast as I can. But I think some of the crew out there on the bigger boards, I think they don't want those boards to come back at them or something too. I think that's part of it.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to figure out that big board life, and maybe they're cross stepping, or they're, doing a little turning 360 dance on the board maybe. So yeah, I guess on my shorty, I'm not really trying to do those types of moves too much. I noticed the front of your stick though had a bunch of pressure dings on it. Looks like you stomped that nose a few times.
A few times.
Yeah, for sure. Foil boarding, yay or nay?
Nay.
Nay, I know. Me too. Gosh.
Can't do it.
Yeah, I think on the flip side, I'm not that much of a surfer. Like, I don't want to just pump 100 pumps, and then just kind of glide. Seems hefty. It seems like a lot of gear to put on your car. Like, maybe one day they'll get more streamlined, but man, those things are beastie.
I think it's fun to watch like in the first few times, but I don't have the strength and the balance to do that. Right. I feel like I just fall off right away. And then how would you get back started, right? You got to like somehow, yeah. You definitely, you're definitely going to be kooking it for a while if you try it out. And those things are probably like $1,500, $2,000 or something crazy. Yeah, they're expensive. Yeah, that's a trip. Mason, right on, man. It was so good to have you on. I want to give a second. Oh, wait. Dang. I jumped ahead of myself. I was going to break out some gear real quick. Darn it. All right, so I'm going to come back to – hold on. Let me grab this real quick. All right, everybody. I'm going to open up a couple boxes I just got from Quicksilver, a couple wetsuits, and I also have another product that a buddy of mine who lives in Costa Mesa has been putting together. And I'm going to just break that out in a second, too. But let me grab these weddies real quick. All right. So, yeah, I got a buddy over at Quicksilver. It's been hooking me up for so many years. Sean, what up? Thank you, doggy. Get the little hookup. And it makes it so awesome. And I get to try a bunch of gear. And, yeah, it's always fun to get new surf gear, right? Oh, yeah. Yeah, so I get a bunch of super huge discount. Got some flops, of course. Look at that. Because the discount was so awesome. Oh, man, I got more stuff than I thought. So, got a brand new 3.2. I actually went this year without a 3.2. I had an old 4.3. I had a new 4.3. And I had a short sleeve full, like a 2 milli, which I think is pretty awesome. And then recently I got a long sleeve Springer. So I kind of did my best to make it through the season with not a 3.2. But I'm not a big spring suit person. Really? So you were, oh, you know what? Now that you say that, I think when I saw you the other day, it was like July and you had booties on. What the heck? What's going on with that? Surf camp, we just wear booties so that it helps the stingrays. And I mean, it helped me because I would have gotten stung 3 times, but it hit the booties and came off. Wow. Okay, so you kind of did get dude, check this out, dude. Knock on wood, dude. I have never been hit. I mean, I've surfed I'm 49, so I've been surfing forever, all the time, crazy places, and never been hit. I have stepped on hundreds of them, though. Like, I mean, you feel that guy under your foot, and they kind of wiggle, and I don't, maybe I have a certain kind of walk, or I also try to splash, man. I have little voodoo tricks that I do to try to ward them off. But I think there's more to that story, so I'm going to come back to that booty thing. I'm not sure it's just the fish, but so yeah, here's the Quicksilver. Oh yeah, look at that.
And so do you know who the owner is of the brand you're surfing, you're wearing, your wetsuits? No? Where are they located on Coast Highway? Where are they near?
You know where the bowling alley is?
Okay, yeah.
Like right up the street from there.
Okay, right up the street from the bowling alley. Right on, man.
It's across from where the cemetery is.
Oh yeah. Okay. And so they have it's like a retail front kind of thing too, like anybody can just walk in?
I think so. Yeah. And if they're closed, you just email them. You just email them and they'll open up.
Nice, man. Check this little one out for the Grom. Oh, look at the zipper. Dude, I kind of wish I had zipper bottoms. Be kook of the day, but dang, be so easy. Yeah, some Quicksilver coming with a little Grom. So the wetsuit, I just got the 3-2. You know, I was bummed. So I used to be all about wearing black wetsuits. And then I'm like, man, nobody could see you out there. And so I started, getting a little out of my comfort zone, started putting some color on. And, dude, I think it helps, man. I think because people see you getting the wave, they're always going to remember, oh, yeah, I saw that guy get a wave. I saw that guy get a wave. And then maybe they're less likely to snake you or they're going to let you go again. And in the corner of your eye, if you just see a black wetsuit, you're probably just you're not even thinking about it, and I think I got the whole family hooked up, doggy. I'll make you jealous, bro. You're gonna end up blowing that whole paycheck you just made on a new wetsuit.
Probably.
So, look at that little Springer. Even though Mason's hating on him. Dude, look at that flashy color. Dude, the Grom's going to be freaking ripping, bro.
Is that a full suit or trunks for me?
What? Dude, it's been so cold, man. I think there was a couple opportunities this summer I could have trunked it, but I was still in my Springer. It's been cold. Mm-hmm. Have you trunked it this year?
I trunked it for a few days.
Okay.
The water was 70-something, high 70s or something like that.
Oh, wow, man. And was that, have you surfed anywhere else this summer, locally, around town, other than the harbor?
All over the beach breaks. I've been trying to avoid the crowds.
Dude, I'll tell you, I have been too, man. I kind of cut down my surfing. The waves are kind of pretty bad for a while, so I kind of took a break. And I usually sneak off to Sano, which seems super weird because it's such a softy spot. But I don't know, I make it work, and the crowd's cool. Or on the beach, when you're on the beach, everybody there's there to surf. So there's a certain kind of vibe, right? Sometimes you go to city beach parking lots, and there's a lot more than surfing going on.
Yeah.
It's a little hectic. And what's up with the harbor, dude? They got those campers, or people are just living there now. It's a trip, man.
There's no parking there, every day of the summer.
Yeah, people get aggro too in the parking lot.
There'll be fights over a parking spot.
Yeah, dude. I mean, you're like, man, I'm just trying to go surfing, man. If people are trying to fight you and stuff, you know. All right, so check this one out. This is the last one of the wetsuits. It's actually for the ladies, for the women. For my wife. Look at that, fancy, dude. What about that pattern, Mason? You want that on your wetsuit? Wow. Everybody will see you, dude. Surf for the Sea 2021, baby. And I think the last thing too, man, I didn't even know this was going to be a whole product. I thought there was just going to be one or two wetsuits, and I think my wife went crazy, which is cool. She bought a bunch of gear. So the last thing I'll show from Quicksilver. Dude, Quicksilver's getting all the love today. Oh, look at this, dude. Little freaking fancy guys. But for my chick, though. But look at that. I might take over on him just to be like extra cool.
You should.
Sneak them into my box. All right, so check it out. The last thing on the show, I guess there's like a full show and tell today, is, this right here. Probably going to be all crazy because of the green screen style. But, my buddy Anthony, he's a designer, and he came up with just kind of a simple idea, which is always a good idea, I think. And he's kind of fabricating like surf mats, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And there's a little logo. You're supposed to have the Pro Surf blog on here. So Anthony, I'm gonna call you out. But so I'm gonna try to get some of these hooked up for Pro Surf blog and maybe sell them or hand them out. In fact, I think what I'm gonna do with this, they don't know it yet, but I'm gonna probably take it over to Surf Supply. You go over to Surf Supply? Oh, you work for the competitor. I'm not sure you got it. You know Surf Supply? You go over there?
Yeah. Right on. I haven't been there, but I know of them.
Super cool guys. They're right there by the skate park too. And so I'm going to probably take those over there, maybe slang a couple, actually maybe do a giveaway or something and see if they'll get in on that. Super, super awesome guys. Easy to work with. So everybody out there, Surf Supply, Surf Ride. You can go either spot and get your wax when you bring any, and you're in Oceanside, just trying to mob our local surf spot and take all our waves. Go get your surf wax over there, hook up the locals. So that pretty much wraps up that gear, Mason. It was so freaking groovy to have you on today, dude. I got to see some of your TikToks, dude. Now the pressure's on. Everybody go check his TikToks, man. I know he's doing something over there. Shout outs. What about over at the school? You said who's the coach? Oh, Chris is the coach. Board Riders Club, high school. What is that? Are you going to Oceanside High or are you going to El Camino? Okay.
Oceanside.
So El Camino, do they whoop that butt or what? Do you surf against them? The school stuff?
Yeah.
You guys own it or what? Okay. Oh man, we're gonna have to get somebody on from El Camino over here to defend themselves, man. Let us know about their backside hack, dude, if they're ready to take Mason on in the next heat. What else? Wetsuit guys on on Coast Highway. What's their name again?
Volt.
Volt, man, Volt. Everybody, Volt's hooking up the local high schools. So go hook up Volt. Every purchase you make from them is gonna, keep these guys warm. Well, definitely Mason, man. He needs booties and a wetsuit. I mean, he needs everything. So, man, go buy something from Volt. Quicksilver, Super Bomb gear. It feels like Christmas right now in September, so I'm super stoked. Looks like we're going to be nice and warm and cozy this year. So anybody who doesn't have a suit, just clock out because it's going to get cold. Waves are going to turn on. Offshore is going to start hitting eventually, right? And so I'm going to be all over it when the beaches clear out. Who else, man? What about your bros, man? Who you surfing with? You going to give any shout-outs to your boys?
My friends. Like my friend Tanner and Nick and my friend Chase. We all been surfing for the last month.
Nice, man. So, and you guys, those guys, they got any cool moves? You like to see them surf? What's their style trademark? These guys going above the lip, or what are they doing?
My friend Tanner is.
Okay, Tanner, man, right on, dude.
Both Tanners.
Oh yeah, nice. Tanner's hooked up right now. You just got called out. Good errors. Right on. And what about just other people around town locally? Any other like old guys ripping at the harbor? Anybody else killing it?
A few more of my sponsors.
Yeah.
Like Surface Sunscreen.
Okay, Surface Sunscreen, dude. No joke, bro. I think I might have a little bit of skin cancer or something. I got to go. This thing's been itching on my arm. I've put a lot of time in the sun and never had any problems. And so Yeah, I've been trying to apply the sunscreen. So you like the sunscreens? They're hooking it up, and they so like you stick her up, or you just Oh, okay, nice. All right, who else is sponsoring out there?
Low Tide.
Low Tide, okay.
Leashes and track pads.
Yeah, okay, and yeah, I need a new track pad. I'm getting a new board made, so I should go check them out. What else, man? Who else? Anything else? Any more shout outs? Anything else you want to tell the world about freaking surfing Oceanside or
go to San Clemente.
Yeah, thank you. I was hoping you were gonna reach for something like that.
That's where Loco is.
Dude, I tell people, I'm like, dude, San Clemente is really good. Dude, there's a lot of great waves, a lot of places to surf up there. Yeah, I tell people that's definitely a go-to spot if they haven't been to Southern California. Yeah, they should just go straight to lowers, I think is what they should do.
Not a go-to spot for me though. I don't surf up there at all.
Yeah. I used to a lot. I used to be a lot of uppers. I would sneak to lowers sometimes. I love middles. I have started to like churches. Sneaking over there, you got do the little walk, and churches is a little more manageable. But it's funny, it's turned into a scene at churches too these days. So yeah, it's one of those things you have to like get mentally just like ready to go there. Like, okay, I'm going to go there, do my thing, and the vibe is not always that great. So you kind of you roll the dice on whether you get yelled at or get in a collision or something. So yeah, right on, everybody. Hit San Clemente. Support Orange County. We appreciate it. Right on, everybody. Mason, thanks so much for coming on the show, and look forward to seeing you again and seeing you in the lineup. I owe you a wave.
Thanks for having me.
Right on, brother.